Hey guys, what's up and welcome to the unboxing and the review of the Serafim S3. This is a Android and iPhone phone controller that you can get for about $90 to about $100. So let's unbox this and see what we got. Alright, so this thing has Hall effect joysticks, which means that they'll last a little bit longer. USB-C connection, pass-through charging, and an app, which I don't know how useful the app will be, but we're going to open up the box and see what we have here. Alright, so opening up the box, we have a app, link here, instructions for how to use it, and ooh, we have the actual controller with, I don't know what these are, and let's put this aside and see what else we have inside the box. Alright, so we have here a Serafim S3 instruction manual. I'm gonna look at that later because instruction manuals are boring. And what is this? Oh, I think these are faceplates. Okay, so these are faceplates, so you can actually replace the faceplate of the Serafim if it is, too big or too small. So let's look at the actual device itself. Okay, so let's do some peels here. So we've got one peel, and then we've got another peel right there. Okay, so, all right, let's see how this is very, very light. Like, I forget how many grams it is, but this is a very light controller. And then of course you have your faceplates that you can actually do a replacement, which is going to be for the back. So for example, if you want to have a replacement, this one's a little textured. This one is smooth, so depending what kind you like, you can do a replacement. I think this is for smaller hands, I want to say. Yeah, I think it's for smaller hands. So I'm going to put that aside. And so again, Hall effect joysticks, so I'm excited to test these out. You have a D-pad that first glance doesn't feel amazing. And then we have some face buttons here. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's to open the Serafim app. And we have your ABXYs, and here we have two trigger buttons there. So basically a full-fledged controller, and this opens all the way up to, I think, 7 inches. So not quite big enough for a tablet, but big enough for essentially any phone. And then you have a USB-C pass-through charging as well as a 3.5mm headphone jack. So let's put the phone in and see what we got. So we do this. So when I plug in the phone, it automatically opens the app, which I'll be honest, you don't really need unless you actually want to stream. You can have a 1-year trial subscription. You can go to Twitch. You can look at video that you captured and some settings right there. There's a subscription, which I have not subscribed. You can record and stream. You can test the controller. So for example, you can do this and you can see that you can test out the responsiveness of the joystick, right? It's also mapping to the D-pad for some reason, not quite sure why. And then basically every single button here, you can test it as well. And you can test this one, and this one. And then I'm just gonna do with this. So basically you can test to make sure everything works. And then to end the test, you click and hold this button and you're back out. I'm testing this on my Galaxy S25. So right now, let's see the quality of this. So the controllers are actually pretty good responsiveness. Not bad at all. I do not remember how to play this. The last time I played this was in beta. So yeah, like the buttons are pretty good. The D-pad is not amazing, I want to say. But nevertheless, I think it's pretty good. And then even the triggers feel pretty good too. Someone's shooting at me. I don't know where they're shooting at me from. But yeah, so I mean, Fortnite is pretty fun for some people, not for me. I really do not enjoy it. But I think the joystick accuracy and sensitivity is pretty good. So yeah, I'm surprised I killed somebody. I'm assuming that was a bot because I am terrible at using joysticks to aim. So let's see how how it works, but so far so good. I mean, you know, it's working pretty well. No complaints there. So let's see if there's anyone in this over here. Ugh. I am terrible at this game. I guess I survived that one. But yeah, so far so good. It looks, you know, it works decent. Okay, so this is a racing game, and as you can see, it's pretty good for racing. So this is Car X Rally. Just know that not every game on Android supports a controller, but when it does, it's pretty good. Like the accuracy of the thumbsticks are, I don't want to say they're the best. I haven't used too many, but these seem pretty decent. All right, so let's see if I can. Nope, I was trying to drift around that corner, but I was not successful. Yeah, so this game, Car X Rally, does work, but yeah, one of the games that you can play with controller. Okay, and this here is 7 Deadly Sins, which is essentially Genshin Impact, but set in the 7 Deadly Sins universe. It's set after the story, so you basically play the kids of, I forget, it's been so long since I've read this manga, but essentially you play as the kid of this dude and that giant woman. So you play as both of them, and then there's some people that are familiar based on the story as well. And you can also do combat as well. And as you can see, it works really, really well. Like, I'm really satisfied with it. Like, it's really good to be, it's fun to be playing. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's, like, this controller does work really well, especially in games that do support it. So, I have no complaints whatsoever. Yeah. Yep, the clickiness of the shoulder buttons are pretty good. They're probably my favorite part because they're really nice and clicky. And then, oh, that's a bad guy. The face buttons, the APXY buttons are pretty decent. They are slightly stiff to my liking, but I suspect most people will probably be okay with it. The joysticks work pretty accurately. They're not super duper accurate, but they work pretty well. And of course, you can also record using, you can either do a screenshot like this, which takes a screenshot of the current, like that. And of course, this is a Pokemon clone on Android. Controls work really well, as you can see. There's nothing that doesn't work. Of course, my dog is going absolutely bonkers as well. So, but otherwise, yeah, no complaints whatsoever. It works pretty good. So my thoughts about this controller, it's about 90 to 100 bucks, and you're going to be competing with other gamepads like GameSir, where they're pretty established. I think Serafim is a lot newer. It does have Hall effect joysticks, so overall I think it's still a pretty decent deal. I would wait for this thing to go on sale though, because I think at the regular price of like, I think 100 bucks, you can probably get it for cheaper. If you got it for like $80-$70, then it would be a pretty good deal. That's Canadian, of course, which means that in the United States it would be like, I don't know what, $60. So anyway, let me know what you think of this controller down in the comments below. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.